Imagine being at Yankee Stadium and you hear the announcer say, "Another home run by Lou Gehrig." Can you envision the thrill in the stadium when the crowd witnessed this legend hit 4 home runs in one game? During his retirement speech, Lou Gehrig once said, "I'm the luckiest man on earth," and indeed he was. Of all the players in baseball history, none possessed as much talent and humility as Lou Gehrig. His accomplishments on the field made him an authentic American hero, and his tragic early death made him a legend. He was one of the most legendary baseball players of all time. He had a natural God-given talent when it came to the game of baseball. Baseball is considered America's favorite pastime. The sport has been around since before many of us can remember and remains popular today. Millions of people flock to the baseball fields every year to watch the game, and whether you're a Little League fan or a professional fan, there's no denying America's fascination with the sport. My favorite sport is baseball, and I'm especially fascinated with the greats of the sport. And Lou Gehrig was one of the greats. And although he may not have been as well known as Babe Ruth or Joe DiMaggio, he was still one of the best players in baseball history. His astounding record will speak for itself. Here's a picture of Lou Gehrig. And here's one of him hitting. During my research, I discovered many facts about Gehrig. I will discuss his family life, his extraordinary career, and the crippling disease that ended his life. Let's begin with his family life. He was born the only surviving child of German immigrants, Heinrich and Christina Gehrig. According to the Encyclopedia of World Biography, Henry Louis Gehrig was born on June 19, 1903 in New York City. His mother worked odd jobs, cooking and cleaning houses and taking in laundry to make ends meet, while his father often had trouble finding work and suffered from poor health. On June 29, 1933, he married the love of his life, Eleanor. So how did his baseball career begin? Lou was recruited into the Columbia University on a football scholarship in 1921. However, before enrolling, he tried out for the New York Giants but was sent to the Class A Hartford team where he played 12 games. According to the encyclopedia, he did not realize that playing professionally violated collegiate rules and he was banned from Columbia sports for a year. While playing at Hartford, a New York Yankee scout signed Gehrig to the contract. He was returned to Hartford and played there for most of 1923 and 1924, appearing in only 23 games with the Yankees. In 1925, he started playing with the Yankees full-time after replacing an injured first baseman and thus shattered all previous records for that position. According to the official Lou Gehrig website, Lou Gehrig played an impressive 2,130 consecutive games despite numerous injuries. This type of stamina earned him the nickname of Iron Horse. And during the next 12 years, he batted over 300 every year. In 1931, his total of 184 RBIs in a single season is a first in American League history and a second in baseball history. According to the website, Gehrig holds the record for most Grand Slams in a career with 23. He hit 493 home runs in his career, and on June 3, 1932, he hit 4 home runs in one game. He won the Triple Crown in 1934 when he led the American League in batting average of 363, 49 home runs, and 165 RBIs. And he became the only player in history to drive in more than 500 runs in 3 years. Tragically, his career then began to take a turn for the worse. In 1938, Gehrig's batting average hit an all-time low of under 300 for the first time since 1925. He played the first 8 games that season, and during those games he only had 4 hits. He removed himself from the game May 2, 1939, after he barely made it to first base on a hit that made it to only the pitcher. This ended his 2,130 consecutive game streak. Gehrig, realizing something was wrong with him, checked himself into the Mayo Clinic. where they discovered he had ALS, which is now known as Lou Gehrig's disease. The official Lou Gehrig website described ALS as an incurable, fatal neuromuscular disease characterized by progressive muscle weakness resulting in paralysis. The cause of ALS remains unclear, and no cure exists. This diagnosis ended his career. As his health began to decline, Lou Gehrig was honored on July 4, 1939 at Yankee Stadium, where approximately 62,000 people were celebrating Lou Gehrig Appreciation Day, his official retirement gala. According to the War Gehrig website, on this day, Gehrig gave a retirement speech that was considered the most emotional speech ever given in sports history, and it was reported that he cried as he spoke. Later that year, in December, he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. The website further states that Lou Gehrig died June 2, 1941 in Riverdale, New York. On June 4, 1941, the day of his funeral, that Yankee game was canceled. His body was cremated and a memorial headstone was placed in Kensico Cemetery in Valhalla, New York, and he became the first baseball player to have his number retired. To sum up the life of this amazing man, Lou Gehrig was indeed one of the most talented players in baseball history. He became an American hero and a legend in his own time during his short but extraordinary life. We discussed his early life, his phenomenal career, and the disease that caused his death. And in conclusion, I would like to say Lou Gehrig was a talented baseball player would be an understatement. He still holds records that have remained unbroken even today, and although his death was a tragedy, his legacy will live on forever. Thank you.